25,000 miles blood vessel pumping system. You do this way, activate 3 little hearts. When you stand on the toes, your calf muscle activate. If you understand these pumps, you have a better health. That's all, very simple. If we look at our body, we need pump, okay? Because we have about 5 gallons of blood, and we have the blood vessel. That's where the blood has to travel, and that is 25 miles long. So you take all the blood vessel and all the capillary and put them together. That is quite long. Okay, 25 miles long is the equator of the earth. The whole important that we're going to learn today is 21 pumps. So I'm the person even now in the world that try to link the Qigong with the Western anatomy. So we're going to talk about pumping system. The biggest pump, I mean not say the biggest pump, but it's a major pump, is the cranial. So the cranial is pulsing and breathing. It's a very big pump because involved with pumping brain fluid and the spinal cord fluid. So that is a pump. So that is the spinal cord fluid and the cranial fluid, and they involved with 21 pumps that help pumping. So when we do this tuck in, tilt off, tuck in. So when you tuck in, you sit down. So that's it. Sit but not sit. Sit but not sit is like this. You think you have a chair here, and you try to sit down. Okay. So it's very different from bend your knee. You see, you're not going to sit this way. You're not going to sit that way. You look at the chair and you drop down. Okay, so in the Tao practice, especially this, they call sit but not sit. You see, you're going to sit down, but you're not sit. You not only bend your knee, you very lightly bend your knee, but you're opening your groin area. We call quad. Your groin area fold, and you drop down. That's all. Okay, so that is very important. You not put too much weight on the knee because your weight is all the back, and you sit down a little bit. So put very little on the knee. In all the Qigong, you have to stand. Okay, you have to stand in this horse stand. Okay, so when you stand on horse stand, when you sink down this way, and you tuck your sacrum around your back. In this way, we call you activate 3 little hearts. Okay, so the first heart we say calf muscle. Second heart, the thigh here, and the third heart, the butt. So 3 little hearts. Okay, and when you tuck your sacrum and you round your back, you activate another 7 pumps. When you get all this activate, coccyx sacrum and the calf muscle, your thigh muscle, your butt. So when you see when you stand on the toes, let's stand on the toes. When you stand on the toes, your calf muscle activate, your thigh and your butt activate, and you down. So we call this simple practice called 3 little hearts. Why they call little heart? They like a pump. They actually like a pump. So like the butt, when you stand and when you stand on the toes, the calf muscle activate. So in the down they say that calf muscle is a little heart. And when you stand on the toes, you are aware that your thigh contract. And when you intentionally tighten your butt, okay, tighten your butt, okay, we call what? Tighten your ass, you know. So you tighten it up, now you activate these 3 little hearts. So it's very good. You want to live long, you're going to healthy, you're going to everything. Because human is a very, very complicating structure. The whole complicating structure is involved with pumping system. That's it. It's all involved with pumping system. Why? Because you have what? 25,000 mi blood vessel. That is a lot. Okay? To pump 20 second pump. So they figured out in 20 seconds when we pump, the blood had to travel in 20 seconds around the world, one round. So that is very, very good because you have heart pump, it goes to all the blood vessels, 25 miles. So around the earth, one round, is 25,000 miles. So the same thing like our blood vessel. Okay, so we need a lot of pump. Okay, if you understand these pumps, what is good for you? You have a better health. That's all, very simple. You can see that the spinal cord, the both sides there, both sides, okay, you see the organ connecting is parasympathetic mode. And the middle is a sympathetic mode. Sympathetic is active, in the active mode. Okay, it activates all the organs to be active. But on the both sides that you see the dot by dot, that is parasympathetic mode. If we call relax and relaxation mode. So we have two modes. That is, when we sleep, we go into the parasympathetic mode. We calm, we relax down. When you wake up and you started to sit up and you started to walk, we activate the sympathetic mode. So there's the two things. And the West, they discover it. The East, they have a practice. There's only differences. I mean, the West, when I learn all this Qigong, and when I go to look at the Western anatomy, it makes me understand. Okay, because in the olden time, they don't have this kind of, all the organ, all the name, all the anatomy, they don't have that part. Actually, one is sympathetic. Sympathetic is active mode. Parasympathetic is the relaxing mode. So there's the two. Okay, so organs, when we wake up, we in the sympathetic mode. We wake up, you do this, okay. So usually I wake up early, 5:30, and do a lot of exercise, Qigong and everything, and do my email and all these things. And after that, I take a break because I need to, when you have too long in a sympathetic mode, you need to sit, relax, laying down. So usually I laying down, I touch my navel, and I go into a parasympathetic. I calm, I relax, I feel my focus down. My mind too active, now I bring it down to my Dantian. So that is very simple practice, okay? When you do this simple spinal cord breathing, it activates 7, so it's about 21 pumps, this simple exercise. Now, you also, when you do this way, you activate sympathetic. Now, you do this way, you activate the parasympathetic. So that is on the both sides of the spinal cord. Okay, so the sympathetic is in the middle. The whole spinal cord here, middle here, is sympathetic. And this both sides on the big muscle on the side, and that is parasympathetic. So sympathetic is active. Parasympathetic means rest and relax. When you do meditation, you always go into the parasympathetic mode. Relax and calm. We welcome you to Tao Garden on this fall, the Qigong retreat. See you in Thailand.